Hi, today I'll be demonstrating Spotlight screens that show different representations of Spotlight alarms. These screens are the heat map, Spotlight Today, alarms by time, and alarms log. These screens are available from the monitor ribbon bar of Spotlight. The heat map is a visual display that organizes connections based on the comparative number and severity of their alarms. Connections with the most alarms raised against them are given the most surface area, as you can see on the heat map, and are located towards the top left corner of your screen. If you happen to have connection custom views configured, they can be applied to this and the other screens I'll be demonstrating in this video. In the heat map, you can hover your mouse over a connection to show the full and type of the connection, and to show the top 5 raised alarms along with the count of total raised alarms and their severities. You can also click on the connection to open the Spotlight homepage of that connection. The second screen we'll look at is Spotlight Today. This is a data grid representing each alarm and its description. By default, this grid is grouped by connection, and connections are sorted by the highest severity levels and highest number of alarms. So let's take a deeper look at each displayed column here. The severity shows the degree of the urgency of the alarm, and the color used depends on the severity of the alarm name, the time alarm was raised, the time alarm was cleared, more information on the alarm, the user who requested the alarm to be snoozed, and the time alarm was snoozed until. All data grids of Spotlight have a right-click menu option for columns. In this data grid, the options available are Arrange by, Sort Ascending, Descending, Hide Column, Organize, and Auto Width. Let's look at the right-click menu options and the Action ribbon option groups available for this screen. First, we have the Diagnose option, which navigates you to the drill down relevant to the selected alarm. Next, we have the Acknowledge that lets you acknowledge the alarm, and this is really appropriate for alarms that are configured to require acknowledgement. You can snooze the alarm to temporarily remove the visual effects of the alarm. You can configure the selected alarm. You can ignore the alarm for this and future cases of this alarm. You can navigate to the home page of Spotlight for this connection, or you can navigate to the Alarms by Time screen of this connection. You can find text in List of Alarms, collapse the tree view or list of the alarms, and also group the alarms according to the name, connection name, or order of severity. The Save As option allows you to save the rows to a CSV file, or you can copy the data to clipboard. In the Filter ribbon group options, you can filter the data by severity or hide snoozed alarms. The next screen we'll look at today is Alarms by Time screen. This screen basically tags the start time, duration, and severity of log alarms and displays them by connection. You can see a time scale here that spans from left to right and indicates when alarms are raised, changed, or canceled. We have a vertical axis that contains a tree of connections and their appropriate alarms. Alarms are listed here by the most recent alarms raised. The color of each horizontal bar reflects the severity of the alarm raised. You can also use the magnifying icon to zoom in and out of the display times. Let's look at the Action ribbon group options available to you in this screen. You can navigate to the drill down relevant to the selected alarm by using the Diagnose option. You can configure the selected alarm, ignore the alarm and its future cases, navigate to the alarm log screen, find text in the list of alarms, or collapse the tree view list of alarms. From the Filter ribbon group, you can filter the data by severity or hide snoozed alarms. The last screen we'll look at today is Alarm Log screen. This is another data grid that displays the logged alarms for you. By default, this grid is sorted by descending time order of the alarm raised. So let's take a look at the displayed columns here. We have the time of the alarm was raised or canceled, a brief description of the cause of the alarm, the degree of urgency of the alarm and the color it represents, the name of the alarm, the user who requested the alarms to be snoozed, the alarm is snoozed until this time, the connection the alarm was raised on, the user who acknowledged the alarm, and the comments entered by the user when they acknowledged the alarm. Similarly to the last data grid, you can right-click on the column titles and use the appropriate options to configure your columns. This data grid also have a right-click menu option which shows you the following options. The What's This option, which shows you the details of the alarm. The Diagnose option, which navigates you to a relevant drill down of this alarm. The configuration of the alarm. You can ignore this alarm. You can navigate to Alarms by Time screen. You can find text in the list of alarms. You can also save rows to CSV or copy to clipboard. You can access most of these options as well from the Action ribbon group icons. The Filter ribbon group options allow you to filter the data by severity, filter by time, and hide snooze alarms. This concludes the video on Spotlight alarm screens. To learn more about Spotlight, please visit our support portal link.